One of the greatest obstacles on the spiritual path is getting out of this idea of subjectivity. Now, I've spoken about this a little bit before, but one of the problems about believing we are this subject and we are having a subjective experience is we look at everything else as an object of our own experience, as if we are the ultimate subject. Now, to flip this on its head, that individual that you think is an object of knowledge to you, or an object, thinks the same about you. So then, in reverse, you are the object of someone else's attention. You are an object of awareness and knowledge for someone else. And so we have this problem of subjectivity on the spiritual path when we're working on the deeper layers. And this comes down to how we identify with ourselves. Because when we continue to identify with our own personal ego, then we think of ourselves as the ultimate subject and everything else as an object of experience to us as the subject. Now, this is a hypnosis, obviously, and a delusion that we experience as an identity. Because once we grasp ourselves as an identity, when we believe we are this person and we think we're only this person, that's how we actually experience reality. And when things don't go accord to our own subjective experience, then all hell breaks loose, because we're grasping to that identity and we assume unconsciously, under the belief that we are the ultimate subject, that life should go according to our own plans, not according to whatever our objective experience is. But we know that that doesn't happen, because neither are the subject. And this is going to a deeper level. When you think you're a subject, it's just the identity, the accumulation of the conditioning you've experienced and the socialization process that you've experienced that assumes it is the subject of all experience. But it's just a program you've got in your mind. Remember, your mind is naturally empty, spontaneous, and free, but we embed this program from the conditioning we've experienced. And so then we are going around thinking everyone else is the object, we are the subject. But in reality, neither of us are the subject. Not one of us. The ultimate subject, and even using the word subject is a little incorrect here, but the ultimate subject is Brahman itself, or Tao itself. That ultimate reality, the ultimate substratum that connects us all as one, is the ultimate subject. It's doing you. You aren't doing yourself. Do you understand that? It's doing you. You are not doing yourself. The identity is even a byproduct of Brahman itself. It's a wave on the infinite ocean of Brahman. But you've identified with the wave, see? And you think that the wave is separate from the ocean. And so that's how you live your life. You live your life as this wave. This wave believes it's the ultimate subject, and the ocean is just nothing. It's just another object of experience. But the reality is, Brahman is the ultimate subject. You are the object. That's the thing. We are the object of Brahman. And see, this has a massive effect on our individuality, on our identity, on our ego. Because when you begin to reinforce that in your mind, you start to think then, well, who is it that's having all of these problems? Because it's only my grasping to this identity that actually causes the suffering that I experience. Whereas if I identify with the ultimate subject, then I don't suffer at all. I don't experience all of the problems that myself as an identity experiences. And so instead of identifying with the localization of the one consciousness, the equipment, we need to identify with that one consciousness that is flowing through all of us, flowing through the equipment of consciousness, the body and the mind. And then that's when the ultimate peace arises. And so then when we're all abiding as the ultimate subject, then our interactions in reality are completely different. We're not being selfish. We're not being self-interested. We don't cause violence because we understand we all are the one consciousness. We all are the one subject of Brahman or Tao. And again, subject is a somewhat incorrect term to use in relation to the ultimate reality, but in relation to what I'm saying today, in relation to getting your mind out of this idea that you are the ultimate subject and everyone else is an object of experience. And this helps you deal with the reality that you experience, because when things don't go according to your subject, you remember that the subject that you are doesn't actually exist. It's a conditioning that you've gone through. It's a program that you've implemented within your mind. And you can still function as an ego, but once you loosen your grip on that ego, your ego doesn't drag you into the world of suffering again, because you're already abiding as the ultimate subject. And that ultimate subject is the one undifferentiated consciousness that we all are. Shanti, shanti, shanti.